Always start with a smile, right? Always start with a smile. I saw this video about someone. I was just talking about going live and stuff, and said you always be prepared with a smile before you hit go live, because the facial expressions are pretty funny if you're not smiling. Some people have like a pretty resting face, some people don't, but I think smiling is always good. Hey, Patty, how are you? I'm glad that you came, or at least I can see somebody here to know that this is working. Happy Wednesday to everybody. I'm so glad I'm here. And you know what that means? It means through the static. Hey, Paula is coming up. Elix is supposed to be here. He's downstairs somewhere, but I don't know if I can show you. I probably can. That he's got a client call at 6 o'clock. So he said to me, can you eat something earlier before your show, like 4ish? And I'm like, okay. So he says we bought cinnamon. Hey, Denise. Hey, Bernie. Hey, Gene. We bought cinnamon babka from one of our favorite bakeries in Rhode Island, Wright's, because we're always at Wright's Chicken Farm. So then we go to Wright's Dairy Farm. So we bought cinnamon babka, and Elix said, how about if I make French toast with it? I'm like, that's great. It sounds good. This boy, why and how I'm not seriously like 700 pounds, I don't know. Because are you ready for this? Can you see this? This is what Elix just came up with in like 10 minutes. Like, can you see? Is this normal? It was the best French toast. Croaksy says, hey, Teresa. Hey, Christy. I'm not really sure. I just realized, because I tried to train myself to not look at myself and look just at the camera straight ahead. And I just realized that I look like something about Mary. I have no idea why the front of my hair, or part of it, is almost touching the Milky Way, but it's too late to touch that now, right? So, but how is everybody? I hope everybody's doing well. And listen, if you want something to watch that is, you don't use your mind, and you probably have to like just take a couple of minutes to run to the bathroom and tinkle because you're going to be laughing, I'm going to post a video later on after the show, and it is a video of me making cookies without Elix. And I say without Elix because I needed to use the food processor. I've never even put my hands on a food processor. You've got to see it. It is the funniest thing, and you got to see the outcome. There's a couple of things Elix does come in when it's almost done. It is hilarious. If they still have that show, hey, Joelle, if they, Denise, you need to rent him out. Yeah. Hey, Jennifer, if they still have that show, like the what is it, the worst cook or worst baker, whatever, I would win it. There's no question I would win it. So Elix, I don't even think has seen the video. Of course, he knew I was videoing myself doing these cookies, these peanut butter cookies. But I got to tell you, at the end of the day, they came out really, really good. Very, very healthy. Only 2 ingredients. So watch the video when I post it. And what else is going on? So we had a couple. I don't know where the hell Elix is. Maybe he's napping because he ate too much. Paula, it was delicious. We had over the weekend good friends of ours that came over, and David and Nicolette came over, and David he's amazing, and he is also under the Spirit umbrella. He's an incredible yoga instructor. I'll give the information before I finish this live, before we go live to the radio show. But he is also has this program called a Frozen program. It's sort of like cryogenics, but I'm not really sure if cryogenics. I think that kind of encompasses a lot of stuff. So what he does is, and he did a video on it. This past weekend, they came over Saturday for dinner, and Sunday he had his program. I think he had 30 people, and it shows him this video going into a pond. He's there ahead of time. He's breaking the ice. It's amazing. And these 30 people all went in, and they had, I don't know if he put exactly how long, but I think it's like, it's an accumulation, like the next time you stay a little bit longer, but they were like up to here in this freezing cold water. And the first reaction, I don't know if you guys have heard about that, is that's freezing. And then the more you look and research, and David was telling us, the more Puerto Ricans in the house, the more benefits, health benefits. Hey,
What are we talking about?
David and Nicolette, and everybody. May I introduce you to Elix
Coach
Cintron?
Elix in the house.
Just talking about Saturday, David and Nicolette coming over, and David talking about his cryogenics and the frozen piece, and Jeannie.
I want to do
Jeannie's
that.
like, hey,
Hi, Jeannie.
So both of us are gonna do it. So have any of you guys heard of it? Have you ever thought about doing it? Do you know people? Croaks. Do you know anybody know somebody who's done that? I mean, the benefits, right?
Incredible.
Just go on and on and on and on. And the kind of funny thing I said to David Saturday night, I'm like, let me ask you something. Does it help with the skin? And he said, absolutely. So right there, I was in.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
you're ready to jump in the pond
it's
back
like
here.
It's like Walt Disney. It's those rumors or I don't know, maybe it wasn't rumors. Walt Disney, I think. Well, there was always that thing that Walt Disney wanted to be frozen.
Right.
And then when
he's frozen,
maybe when the cure came to whatever he died of, they could bring him back, unfreeze him, and fix him or cure him or whatever. So, but that's what I was talking about. So I haven't seen anybody talk about if they know about this or.
Oh, I have to say hi to Teresa. I say hi to Jeannie. I don't want to discriminate.
You know what? I think they're sticking it to me.
Yeah.
They're sticking it because this fool. No, they're my friends. They're my friends, Jeannie and Teresa. See, you would have not known them unless it was for me.
Jeannie and I have a connection.
And Teresa doesn't?
Well, because I never got to talk to Teresa. Now we do because she's
Teresa, I think he just dissed you.
No. She knows what I'm talking about.
No, I'm kidding. So if you haven't noticed with the background, the tree, and you'll also see when I post the video later on I was telling them they have to watch if it's just to laugh with me and then you coming in with the cookies. All the Christmas decorations are still up. Everything is up. And we haven't touched anything, and we don't want to touch anything.
No,
right?
Why?
Yeah,
I think they look beautiful.
Exactly. So we had to go get COVID shots today because
COVID shots. The testing.
Testing. What did I say?
Shots like we got.
Oh no, we've been boosted for months, baby. No, we had to get tests because we're heading to Puerto Rico.
Yes,
and you have to have test results either 48 hours before or 48 hours after. So we went and saw our good friend Elizabeth, and she hooked us up and took the test. And but that damn thing, like up your nose. Consuelo went first, and then she said, "Who's next?" And I had to be second because there's no way I could watch two people do that. I'm the biggest baby, and head up, and she's just like, then another person comes in and starts banging it in.
Steven, it was just. There was no banging anything. He's such a baby, guys.
So Karen says she's heard of it. She's not sure I would do it. And I think that's a lot of people. But you know what I love about this frozen program that David's doing is that it is getting so much traction. Yeah. There's just so many people that are interested in it. And as a matter of fact, like a lot of times at night, I'll just go on YouTube and try to sort of pick a subject that I want to learn about. Or I don't know what I was looking at, but there were two different videos that they were talking about this cryogenics, which is just pretty amazing and all the benefits and whatnot. So it was pretty interesting. So what else do you need to share? What do you want to share with these beautiful people? Hey, Audrey.
Beautiful people here. So that's the connection that we have.
And that's it? That's your message?
No. I mean, I'm just excited. We're going to Puerto Rico. I have lots of anxiety about traveling, but
do you guys have anxiety traveling? Because Elix does.
I do.
Yeah. I said to Elix today when I showed him the picture of the French toast.
Oh.
Yeah, which is, and I also said, I don't know how I'm not 1,000 pounds.
Well, first of all, we don't eat like that every night.
No, we don't. But when you just, the gourmet chef here is just, Incredible.
Wow, I mean, that was an easy thing to do. It's
Yeah,
not
well, nothing,
complicated.
but nothing, seriously, nothing easy with you, especially when it comes to cooking. Seriously, nothing easy. I told this story before, and I'll tell it again another time, I'm sure. But there was one time, I think we were in the old house, I think, and you said, "What about breakfast for supper?" And I said, "Sure." And he's like, "How about an omelet?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I went upstairs. I said, "I'm just going to put laundry away." I went upstairs, and then I started doing stuff, and then like 30 minutes goes by. I'm like, well, clearly something happened. Like Elix must have been on the phone. No, he wasn't on the phone. He was preparing this omelet. It was the best omelet I've ever had.
Well, first of all, it wasn't an omelette. It was a frittata. So there's a big difference between that and an omelette. And it was delicious.
Frittata.
Exactly.
Frittata. You like saying that? Frittata.
Yeah, breakfast for
Blakely!
dinner. I love it.
I know. See, the French toast is a must. And you know what, Blakely? When you have this cinnamon babka from Wright's
Wright's.
Dairy
Yeah,
Farm,
that was
it is
delicious.
the best. They have cinnamon and they have chocolate, like on the Seinfeld episode. This cinnamon, this chocolate babka. That cinnamon babka.
But I like
is-
it. I like the cinnamon.
especially for
Yeah,
French toast.
yes,
It was
yes,
pretty
it's
amazing.
delicious.
So getting back to the trip, hopefully we'll get our results before we leave.
1, 2, 3. We will.
Leaving Sunday.
We got to
and-
get them latest Sunday, or hopefully Saturday.
Yes, and you know, and Consuelo is very excited too.
Oh, you live 2
And,
minutes from Wright's.
Blakely,
Wow.
you live 2 minutes from Wright's.
Wow, I'm
we
envious.
were just there. We were there. Was it Friday?
Yeah,
Yeah.
went to the chicken farm.
Yeah, we went to the chicken farm, and then we
and
went to
the dairy.
yes. You know, and I posted pictures. I'll deliver. Blakely, you know something? When we moved here, and it was still we moved in. It's just been over a year, November of 2020. I remember it was like I think the first week. Do you remember I went by myself just to get food?
Yeah,
Because we missed it. And throughout the pandemic, that was one of our staples. Wright's, as Blakely, you probably know, was closed for a long time because of the family style. The state
couldn't
wouldn't
do
let
it,
them
yeah.
open, right? Finally, they opened, and then they went back. They were open for like 3 weeks. We went in, and then they closed again for several months, right?
Yeah.
A couple of months. We used to do like a picnic. The three of us, me, Elix, and his mom, used to just get in the car, take all the accessories, like
plates,
Yeah.
napkins,
ketchup, vinegar.
water. You get it. You name it.
With he constantly makes me laugh. We would do takeout because you couldn't go in, and then right outside Wright's, on the main road, there was a lake.
like a fishing.
Yeah, and you could pull
place,
in
yeah.
and dock the boat, and that was like our kitchen table. And Consuelo would be in the back, and the three of us would just open up the napkins, the tablecloth, and just chow, right? I mean,
it was wonderful.
yeah,
We never missed out. COVID did not interfere. Malt vinegar on their fries. nothing
I
better.
Blakely, if I wasn't married, I'd have to find you and marry you, because the fact that she's a Rhode Island girl,
Yeah.
people,
get
here
it. She
in
gets it.
Massachusetts do not understand the vinegar in French fries, and I can't have French fries without vinegar. It's just impossible. For
I
me.
love vinegar and ketchup. That's my
Yes.
my go-to.
Yes.
So I have to go.
And
because-
Blakely's probably saying, "Well, I wouldn't marry you." Just saying. So, but
but I can
That's-
cook.
that's the great thing, Blakely, is that I can't hear you back. So we've done picnic nights for wow. I love that. So Canada's in the house. Hey, I marry you both.
All right. I
It'd
gotta
be a lot of
go
fun, Blakely. I'll tell you that. Oh my God, it's
because
4:58.
I have to sign.
He's got to go downstairs. So
Bye,
listen, if you're
everyone.
interested in a reading, just stay here. Yeah, Facebook. If you're on YouTube, you got to switch over to WARA's YouTube channel, because we can't do two YouTubes. So it's on their channel, but it's on my Facebook, Stephen the Medium Facebook page, where it streams live, and you can, on your computer, call in 508-222-1320, right? And
Yes. And tune in Friday, 1 p.m. for my show, Get a Grip with Coach Helix.
that's right. So
Bye, everyone.
And make sure you tune in for today and Friday, because next week, because we'll be in Puerto Rico, we won't be here. So, all right. So just, if you're on Facebook right now with me on Stephen the Medium, just hang tight. We'll switch over. And if you or anybody else you know that wants a reading, just call in. So, all right.